video is kind of like a chit-chatty, super chit-chatty, random Rhonda Rambles, get ready with me, playing with some new makeup that I received in some subscriptions, as well as just creating this fun little look. I did have to like stop, pause, so it's been a video that has taken place over the past couple hours, so I'm actually able to give you like a little bit of an update on my foundation and all that. So anyways guys, that's what today's video is all about. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you decide to stick around. Like I said, it's quite chatty, it's pretty rambly. I will have everything listed and linked down below for you guys if you're interested in picking anything up. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. You guys know I'm trying to get that 10K swipey uppy, as well as I'm trying to get Haley's channel monetized as well for her. She is getting ready to graduate from school and student loan life. I talk a little bit about it later in the video, so let's go over there, let's get her monetized. Don't forget to check out my second channel, HOTMESSMOMMAMD Vlogs. I upload twice a week over there, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And over here I've kind of been playing around and tweaking my Monday through Friday schedule as far as the time goes, so definitely make sure you are subscribed, turn on that notification bell. This is the first video in probably 3 or 4 days, guys, so you guys know your girl's always rusty, always. So anywho, let's just go ahead and jump on it. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and start playing with makeup. I need to put some of my Lumify drops in. Please hold. So I talk about these in my favorites all the time. Like seriously, every time I apply or put these on I sing in my head. I can see clearly now, like, because I literally can. It's crazy. I have mass allergy eyes, so if you have allergy eyes, consider Lumify. It's a bit on the pricey side, but it's good. It's really good stuff. So anyways, let's go in. I've been loving this Rodial Soft Focus Glow Drops. This was in last month's BoxyCharm, I think. October? Was it October? Yeah, I think it was, or maybe, I don't know. I do not know, because you know the Rona has got me 10 times so confused with life. I don't know the day, the time, the month. However, what I can tell you is it is going to be Christmas time. Like, I'm already annoying my husband. It is, when I'm filming this, it is November 2nd, and I'm like, okay, so we're putting the Christmas tree up this week, probably maybe today. Yeah, that's the kind of person I am. Like, I'm like, I don't care about October. I don't need it. I don't need the Halloween, like, whatever. I want to go straight from, you know, that cute summer, sprinkle of fall, let's do Christmas, you know. Anyways, next I am going to moisturize with the Farmacy. I go like crazy under my eyes, guys. You're gonna see me apply 2 different eye products. First, for like really moisturizing benefits, I'm gonna go with the Farmacy Cheer Up. Again, this is another BoxyCharm thing. One thing I've noticed is from subscriptions, a lot of the makeup is from subscriptions, you know. Like, I do a lot of like purchasing add-on things, or you know, trying new products because they were in my subscription. Not just BoxyCharm, but you know, there's Ipsy, there's Chic Beauty Box. I'm like looking at everything up here. AIA Beauty Box. There's so many different ones out there, and that's predominantly, I feel like I don't buy as much makeup because I have the subscriptions, you know what I mean? Like right now I'm gonna go with my Tatcha Moonlight Pearl. This is more or less to like really brighten up my under eyes. Of course I need to let that sit. I'm gonna just talk. But the VIB sale is going on right now, and it started on the 30th, and I could have started making my purchases on the 30th of October, and I've kind of sat back and waited, you know, because I'm like, do I really want the new Huda Beauty Naughty palette? Like, my first initial thought was like, yes, I want her. She's beautiful, she's new, she's pretty. And then one thing that really helps is like hearing y'all's feedback and y'all's comments on it. Like, a lot of you guys said the same thing. It's really pretty, it's really beautiful, and yes, I want it. But then there, you know, some of you guys were like, I kind of feel like it's stuff we've already seen from her kind of just put into one palette. And I started thinking, I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I have all of her other big pan palettes, and I'm like, do I really need this one? Because think about it. Last year, she had the Mercury Retrograde palette that came out, and was it like spring of this year? It went on sale for like insanely much cheaper. So I'm like, this is actually a palette I think I can live without. I mean, obviously you can live without any of them, but I'm like, maybe I'll wait on this. You know, maybe I'll wait till it goes on sale. You know, because nobody needs to pay full price for something. Like, you can always wait for it to go on sale. I mean, more or less, the only time like I'm rushing to get something is if I'm like wanting to hurry up and review it. But even then, I've noticed that I'm too cheap and I don't always want to pay for like expensive shipping to get it overnight, to get a video up. So that's one thing that I've definitely started to like slow down on. Like, for example, I picked up the new, oh, I need to edit that video. It'll probably already be up by the time this video goes up, or it'll be coming really soon. But I picked up the new palette from Natasha Denona. I have been playing around in it. I did a video, and it'll go up over on Instagram as well as over here. And it's really pretty. And for like these palettes, I don't feel as bad spending 25 bucks. Plus, I did use my 500 points for my from my Sephora, so I paid 15 bucks for it. So for me, I'm like, I don't feel too bad about that purchase. But what gets me is the $67 palette. You know, and Natasha Denona is coming out with that new Tri-Chrome palette or whatever it's called, and I want that so bad. And I'm like, but do I need it? No. Speaking of Natasha Denona, I'm using some new makeup today, actually, and it's gonna be like here and there, hit or miss. I don't even know. Like, if you are coming here for someone who has planned out what they're gonna be using in their video, what they're gonna be talking about to you guys, this is gonna be not the video or the channel for you. I never, like, ever do the script. I think that's what people are calling it, like where they write a script and they have keynote points. No, your girl's a Gemini and I have ADHD. So even if I did do a script and I hung it, because I used to try and like hang like talking points, I take left-hand turns all the time. And sometimes I don't even make it back around to finish that point. But anyhow, we're going to use the Natasha Denona Transform Matte. This is the Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation. And actually, I think I got some new product over here too. But this is 12 bucks at Boxy Charm pop-up. I picked this up. I'm going to be using a 40N today, and I love this stuff. So I try and like really use hydrating products on my face. I've already obviously like moisturized, sunscreened, all of that, but I like going in with the Rodial Illuminating Glow Drops, or another item that works good for normal to dry skin, which is kind of what mine is, because I do use a lot of like retinol products. This pairs really nice as well with this foundation. This is the Ola Hendrickson Banana Bright Face Primer. I love these together, but it gives that extra hydration to the skin. And like I said, this is the matte foundation. I don't feel like it's like overly too matte for me. Even though I have, like I said, normal to somewhat dry skin, but I think it doesn't affect me too much because I use a lot of like moisturizing type of primers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this right in. I just think this is so pretty on the face. Like, even though it says it's a matte foundation, it's not the kind of matte that like sucks the life out of your skin, you know? I mean, you can see there's still like a sheen to my skin. Like, granted, I've got a window over here and I've got my light that I'm trying not to like totally have in frame, but whatever. And I just think it's really pretty. It's not like a total full coverage, and I don't think it claims to be, but it's really comfortable. And one thing that I've noticed with this foundation is as the day progresses, it really lets your oils like come through, to the point that sometimes I like kind of blot my face if I'm getting ready to sit down and film again over on my vlog channel or something, which by the way, are you guys following me over there? And are you following my daughter Haley? I always have her channel linked down below for you guys. She is actually about to graduate from cosmetology school, and she's like, I've got all these student loans, and she's like, I really want to get my YouTube channel monetized, so I really want to help her. So if you guys could jump over there, run her videos, whatever it may be. We got a college student with some student loans, and you guys know the struggle. So let's help my girl out. Let's go get her monetized. But she does really cool. She did a whole 31 days of Halloween, and it's like her relaxation time, you know, to like just sit and play makeup, kind of like what mine is, only she does like FX. I don't know, she does sci-fi stuff. It's really cool looking. And now she's doing a lot of unboxings on her channel as well. So if you guys could go show my kids some love, that'd be great. Like, that would be awesome. Okay, so let's move over to concealer. For concealer, I've kind of been like trying to go through my stash, and I'm gonna just use some of my Tarte Shape Tape. I use underneath my eyes light, medium, honey. And then on other parts of my face, I go in with a little bit darker of a shade, and the shade medium, just to give this more of a fuller coverage. Okay, so once I've got that blended in, I just go over with my HAILEY'S Studio sponge. You guys know I love these. I get the big pack of them, and I just pick up any excess. But I've just had so much fun just going back through, playing in, you know, powders and things that like were my favorite a while ago, and then I would just find new things and stick that to the side. So for example, I don't know if I'll have this video up in time for when the Sephora VIB sale is still going on, but if not, you know, these are things you can put on your list later. But the GRWM Cosmetics, this is a soft focus hydrate set powder. I pick up the shade Fair, and you guys know, like for underneath my eyes to like brighten it up, I was obsessed with this forever, and I still love it. It's still a good powder, but I kind of got into the habit of trying other things out. But you can see, obviously, this is like something that I love, so I just kind of pick up any excess and then set it and forget it. But I love, like, I have mature under eyes, obviously, at 42, and I love this stuff because I don't feel like it accentuates my under eye whatsoever. So then I did get this Tarte Shape Tape setting powder. This was in our Ipsy, and this is just like a translucent powder. So I've been kind of using some of this as well, just with my Juno & Co sponge, and then just setting all over my face. I've been using a lot of different powders, and you're gonna see that in this video. Like, I'll set with all of this, and then I've been going in with like my Dermablend and my Huda. And with this foundation, I was a little worried that it would make me look a little dry, but it hasn't, and it just gives like this really pretty, like, definitely done up type of look. Like, we are not going for no natural type of skincare look today, you know. We are definitely doing a bunch of makeup, but it's like, you ever have those days where you just want to sit down and you want a full face, you know? What I call glam. Now, people I'm sure are gonna ask, do you like this better than the Becca Hydra set? I think this is really pretty, but I still really love the Becca Hydra Mist, not Hydra set, Hydra Mist. I feel like that makes my pores disappear more with this one. Like, this one, I feel like it kind of blurs them, but not like the Becca, you know? But I wanted to keep playing with this. Now here's one where it just makes everything look flawless, and this is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder in Cool Beige. I'm really hoping I have this in backup. I, again, used to be completely obsessed with this powder, and then something else came out and I just kind of sidetracked away from it. But I'm going in with my BK Beauty 105 brush. I love this brush to kind of like push the powders down. I do have a 10% off coupon code. It's not an affiliate or anything like that, but if you want to get some wonderful brushes, BK Beauty brushes, I think it's code Hotmess 10 will save you 10%. But you see how like flawless this makes everything look? I just love it. I think I was watching a Jackie Aina and she was using DRMTLGY powder and I pulled mine back out. I was like, dude, I used to love this stuff before I even knew, you know, people were using it. And by the way, yeah, my face, neck, all of that, none of it matches, okay? It's not the foundation, it's just my undertones. I'm gonna use my Scott Barnes Sculpting Contour palette. This has been a palette that I've been reaching for a lot. You guys know I love my Marc Jacobs Tan-tastic. I love this stuff. I have backup of it. But I picked this up when it was on sale, and this is really good. Now, for me, you guys know I'm not a makeup artist. I love to just play in makeup. So it was kind of like a learning curve. Right off the bat, I was like jumping into this really soft shade and trying to contour with it, and I looked like a muddy mess. So I like to mix a lot of these colors together. So I like to mix kind of like this shade right here with this one, and even a little of this one to kind of, actually I just do a bunch of them just to try and like contour my nose a little bit. As far as my brush, like you can see, like there's a lot of learning I have to do. My brush is a Morphe M331 brush. Obviously not, I don't think, meant for this. Okay, so going in with my rougher 05 brush, and again, I just kind of mix a bunch of these together to do a contour type of dealio. Don't worry about the nose, like I promise it'll come together. I am a harsh contour bronzer person, so I don't want to hear it. Like, you do you, boo. But yeah, I have a very round face and I like to chisel it out, and if it looks like it got punched or something, then so be it. But I really like really harsh contour. I get so sick of people leaving comments and they're like, oh my god, your contour is like, shush. I'm well aware and I like it. Okay, so then I kind of take and work the sides, but don't worry because I know this isn't blended. I go in with a lighter type of powder to help with that. So if you guys are on the fence on these Scott Barnes palettes, I would do it. So if you guys did any of your Sephora VIB sale shopping, what all did you guys get? Because like I said, I've gone back and forth on everything, and I'm sure by the time this video is up, I will have placed my order and figured things out, but I just don't know. I just don't know at the moment. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and pull the trigger on the Dyson Airwrap wand thingy. I'm gonna go in with my Scott Barnes. This is a Chic Cheek palette. I love this. This is like one of my go-to blushers. I mean, it's a mess because I use it like all the flipping time. So I'm gonna go in with Sweet Cheeks and Strike a Rose. Not that you guys can probably see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I went back and I started watching reviews, like even more reviews on the Airwrap, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna do it. You know, I love the fact that it's supposed to be like more like gentler on your hair as far as like heat. And I have the Dyson hair dryer, and people will say like once you get that, like you will not switch to another hair dryer, and they're so right. They're so right. Like I could not imagine in a million years switching up my hair dryer and going back to like a different one. So I'm like, you know, if I like the hair dryer that much, maybe I should just go ahead and do the Airwrap. So this is the Huda Beauty powder and cupcake. This is where I start to kind of calm down that nose contour a bit, and I'm just gonna press this right in. I don't take it all the way up underneath the eye. It may look like it, but I'm not, because I don't want to layer around the under eye too much. I don't want to get like that heavy cakey look underneath the eye. By the way, my Juno & Co is wet. It's damp, and I really like using it like that versus like totally dry. But see, this kind of calms down all of that contour, and then as I highlight, it kind of helps that as well. Like I said, the lighting is kind of wonky right now. It's really dark on this side of me, and again, we're just here to play and have fun. This isn't like, you know, the most professional channel ever. So I'm gonna jump into my Scott Barnes highlighter palette. I flippin' love this, and I love using my BK Beauty 108 brush with it. And again, I love to mix my highlight. So what you're gonna see is I'm gonna mix this Bronzella and Sugar Rush, Twilight Sand, Candlelight. Like, I literally kind of concoct my own type of highlight. And then, like I said, going in with the BK Beauty 108 brush, oof, it's just such a really pretty like highlight mixture. And the way that this brush just kind of blends everything in, I mean, it's a highlight, so it's gonna show some of the texture, you know. And then it's a little nerve-wracking to see if I can figure out the concoction that I just came up with for the other side of the cheek. Will it be off? Possibly, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not really going anywhere today. I'm just filming a bunch of videos, but it's fine. Am I gonna go overboard with the highlighter? Of course I am, because I love it. And then if you feel like it's a little whatever, just go back over with this powder. Then I'm gonna go in with some more powder because you just can't get enough. I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Veil powder, and I'm just gonna go in with a floofy brush from Wet n Wild. I don't know really which one it is, but I just like to use it. And I like to use the Veil powder as like my finishing powder before I set. And I'm telling you guys, and I've noticed it's become a lot of people's favorite, the setting spray by Charlotte Tilbury. This stuff is so good. I think I have so many different setting sprays, and I'm like, do you need to pick up backup? No. So I need to just tell myself that, you know. But oh, it is so good. Have you guys been watching Married at First Sight? I think it's what it's called. You guys actually recommended a long time ago, you guys recommended me watch that, and of course I'm hooked. And last night we were a little behind, the hubs and I, on watching it. So it was like the season finale. So if you don't want to know, like if you haven't watched the season finale, then ignore the next however many minutes, I don't know. Anywho, I can't say I was surprised, like, at all. Everybody who I thought was gonna stay married stayed married, so that was wonderful. And can I just tell you, my favoriteest couple was definitely Bennett and Amelia. I loved how at peace they were with being themselves. I think that in today's society, like, and I'm sure it's not just today, it was centuries, you know, whatever, we always, I feel like, ugh, I screwed that up, I'll have to fix it. But I always feel like I was never comfortable in my own skin growing up. I was bullied, all of that junk. And I feel like I'm finally at a point in my life at 42 where I'm definitely more comfortable. You know, like, obviously I feel like sometimes, unfortunately, I do care about what other people think. And I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. But the one thing I loved about Amelia and Bennett is they didn't apologize for being them. You know, they were just, you know, like, unapologetically themselves, and it was just so beautiful. And I feel like what society says is the norm, like shaving your armpits or, you know, whatever, like a guy having a short haircut, I don't know, whatever it is, they didn't care. It was like, this is me, this is who I am, take it or leave it. And the way that they just vibed and just embraced, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like, y'all better say yes, because there could not be a more perfect match that I've ever seen in my life, ever. And the cutest thing is, you know, before they walked down the aisle, they even said, like, she said, oh my gosh, I've seen him before, I've met him before, like, very, I guess, in brief, you know, kind of dealio. But when they were going in the like finale of everything, they said it was like a serendipity moment. And it's so funny because, like, if you watch my vlog channel, I just did like a car vlog where I was talking about that, like my husband and I, and dating and everything. And I made mention, like, I feel like we're serendipity, like our paths have had to have crossed at some point, but the time just wasn't right, you know what I mean? So I just thought they were just the most beautiful, beautiful couple. So sweet, so caring, so, I don't know, like, I just feel like we could learn so much from them. Just not even as just couples, but like as human beings. They were just amazing. As far as my eyes go, guys, I'm going to jump around. I am going to be using the new Natasha Denona Peak palette. This is with BoxyCharm for November base box. Now these colors are not new. These colors are from Natasha Denona's other palettes, whether it be the Sunset, the Sunrise, maybe even the Safari. I can't remember all of them, but these are not new shades or a new formula or anything like that. It's just some of Natasha Denona's favorites that she has paired and put together in this palette specifically for BoxyCharm. And then I'm also going to use, I've never used this brand before, this is Lovecraft Beauty eyeshadow palette. This was in our October Ipsy. I'm going to use some of these shades as well. I thought that was a shifty shade, but it's not. Anywho, I am going to use some of this. So I'm going to start off with this Bone shade and just go ahead and set my entire lid. I have no idea what kind of look I'm going to be putting together, but you know, we have fun. But yeah, we just finished that show. We started watching The Bachelorette, which we're up to date so far, which with that that whole, I don't know, like I feel like The Bachelorette is really fake, and don't come for me in the comments. I'm just, I don't know, like I feel like she's very actressy, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, I guess I haven't watched Bachelor or Bachelorette since like that Trista and Ryan, was that them? Like whatever Bachelorette that was, like 100 years ago, and I think they're still together with kids. That's the last one I have watched. So anything that's happened in between there as far as the Bachelorettes go, I've not watched it, I've not seen it, but I don't know, I just feel like it's a little on the cheesy side, so we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go into this shade. We're gonna go into here with Lovecraft. So let me know you guys' thoughts as far as The Bachelorette goes, if you guys are watching it. I'm kind of curious though how it goes. Like right now where we're at, her and Dale are together. One thing I can't wrap my head around is all the smooching. Like that's one thing maybe I'm like, what's that, a prude? But like I couldn't imagine going on a date, like my husband and I were talking about this, going on a date with one guy and then like an hour later going on a date with another guy and kissing that guy after just kind of having a makeout sesh with another guy prior to it. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So, and then I was a little like bothered when they did that dodgeball thing and she had the guys go down to I'm trying to keep myself monetized, but to the britches, like the teeny tiny britches, like the show your business britches. I was just like, okay. So yeah, that I was a little like, okay, well, whatever. But I heard so many things, like so many different like commercials or whatever on the radio, and my husband had seen it on Twitter talking about like, this is like a Bachelorette like no other, like we've never seen this happen before, which it kind of seems like. And from what I heard, she falls in love with one of the guys on here and she's done, and they bring in another girl. Like that's what they lead you to believe. If that is in fact what happens, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when this video is going up, so there may be more information out by now when you guys see this. But like part of me is like, well, is that what they want you to believe? But we all know like her mom is apparently sick, so like maybe because her mom is sick she leaves the show, you know? I don't know what it is. I don't know. So we've been watching that, and then of course I've been watching some of the the first 48, which is like crime shows, but they're like actual real life crime shows. So I've been a little bit of a head case at bedtime, so that's been great as far as that goes. Like, oh yeah, I do it to myself. I think I'm gonna go in with this really pretty, like, oh, there it is. It's like a yellow green. I want to put that on. That's fun. Worked really well with my finger. Let's try this brush. Yeah, you get a better payoff with the finger. This is not a bad palette, guys. Like I said, this was in my paid for Ipsy for October, and this was one that Ipsy actually picked out, which had me shocked. I do like it. I actually really like that. That's pretty. I think I'm gonna jump back into my Natasha Denona, and I'm gonna go in with this chocolatey brown right in the center and put a little bit of that in here. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 203 brush. I just wanna plop it right in the crease, and then I'll blend it out. And I feel like the shades in the Lovecraft palette are a little too cool tone for what I'm wanting, and this has like a nice bit of warmth to it. Just go in with my rougher 01, and I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the orangey shade in here and mix it with that brown, like so, and floof it over here. I don't know the fancy term, but I'm just gonna floof it and then add it underneath the eye. And then I think I'm gonna jump back into the Lovecraft, and I'm gonna get back into the shade and mix these two together and go back over top of like the corner or whatever. That's not a corner. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna try and soften it up a little. And then I am gonna go in with this shade right here up by the brow bone and in the inner corner maybe. Let's see. And then I'm gonna pack some more of this green on here because I really want that to be very vibrant. Okay, I'm gonna hop off and do my mascara and my liner. For a liner, I'm going to just go in with my Benefit Highbrow. It's a nude shade. I put it on my waterline, on my tight line. I'm just going to go in with this deep chocolatey brown by Sourmet. It's a limited edition satin liner, it says, in the shade dark brown SE02. And then for mascara, it's a whole gamut, guys. Start off priming with my Blink Black primer, mascara primer. And I'll have to keep you posted on what mascara I go in with, because I've been using like, I'm back to using like 3 or 4 mascaras. I'll be right back. I'm back. We had a homeschool break, so I was helping with that. Then I had a snack, you guys. So if you follow me over on my vlog channel, I rave about these. I like once a week, every other week, I order Amazon Fresh. These are my snacks of choice. No, I'm not keto any longer, if you guys couldn't tell by the weight gain. Yeah, fun times, good times, living my best life there, the end. But oh my gosh, the 365 Whole Foods Market organic vanilla animal cookies are as delicious as those little circus cookies when we were kids. I talked about it, like I said, on my vlog channel. Like, we couldn't get them all the time because they were expensive, whatever, we were on a budget. But when I was little, I remember always wanting the circus animal cookies, not like the knockoff ones, like the name brand ones that are in the little circus box. Yes, that's what these remind me of. They're so delicious. And then of course, I needed to get my bang. So that is cotton candy. Of course, now my battery is about to die, so let me quickly go over what I used. I did my black primer, my Blink Black primer for my lashes. Then I went in with probably like 2 or 3 coats of the Laura Geller New York mascara. This was in a BoxyCharm. And then to get a little bit of the length that you guys are seeing, I used my Essence Lash Princess. So as far as my lips goes, I'm going to just go in with my Gerard Cosmetics Sugar and Spice, because that is my fave and I like to overline my lips. Okay, so I think I'm going to do, let's see, let's just see. Ooh, let's go in with this Give 'em Lala and a little bit of this L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss. So this is the Sun Nudes from Give Them Lala Beauty. This was in the AIA Beauty Box. Really pretty. And then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour in the shade 405 Coral Sands, right in the center. pretty much the same color, only a gloss. And then blending it. There we go. And that is the look for this Get Ready With Me. So as far as the AIA beauty box, I believe it's still available if you want the Give Me Lala. It came with like 4 different lip glosses, an eyeshadow palette, and there is actually a look over on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out, me doing and creating a look with the Give Them Lala beauty eyeshadow palette and some of her lipsticks. Did the swatches. As far as the Lovecraft beauty palette goes, this is a really pretty palette, guys. I did go back in with this really pretty like rustic greeny type of color. I put it a little in the corners of my eyes, and then I did mix these 2 shades together and kind of buff it down on underneath my lash line. And then I did take this deeper chocolate and then I did go along my upper lash line. So as far as this Natasha Denona matte foundation, if you guys can get it for $12, I absolutely would. I love this foundation. I've had it on now for a couple hours. Like I said, got some little homeschooling things I had to do. So it's been on a bit. Do you have to open the door?
Yep.
Go ahead. Okay guys, sorry if the frame's off. It's because my battery died and I had to start all over. Anyhow, so back to this foundation. If you can get this foundation for 12 bucks, I definitely would. I've had it on for a couple hours now between doing homeschool, running around, and having my little snack, doing laundry, all of that. You can slowly start to see like my oils come through, and it's just such a comfortable foundation, and for $12 it's really $40 some, so you can't beat it. As far as, like I said, the primers go, I always use a moisturizing type of primer underneath any of my matte foundations, and this pairs really nicely. And I have to say, I haven't pulled one of my L'Oreal lip glosses or the infallible 8-hour glosses, whatever, in a long time, and this was really comfortable. So it was fun to go through some items that I haven't used in a while, testing out new products and all of that. As far as this Tarte Shape Tape powder goes, I don't think it's a bad powder. I like that I did receive it in a subscription. Is it one that I would rush out if I ran out to get a new one? In all honesty, no. I mean, I'm fine getting it in a subscription, but it's not one like the Dermablend that I would like, yes, I need to get a backup of. It's fine. It's standard. And like I said, I kind of like the Becca Hydra one better as far as that goes. So anyways, guys, I will have everything listed and linked down below for you guys if you guys are interested. By the way, my outfit is from Old Navy. Old Navy had like this huge sale a while back, a couple weeks ago, and they had everything like 50% off. You couldn't beat it. So I stocked up on some of these cutesy like cozy outfits, lounge sets, what have you. So if it's still available, I will link it down below. Like I said, Old Navy's been really good about running sales. I think a lot of places have. So I'll have everything listed and linked down below for you guys if you're interested. They will be magic links. So thank you guys in advance. If you do choose to shop my links, I will earn a little bit of a commission. It's no additional fee to you guys whatsoever. It's just a way that I can earn commission to put back into the channel for us. So anyways, guys, don't forget to check me out over on Instagram. I'd love it if you become part of our Hot Mess family over here. I upload all the time. Don't forget to check my daughter Haley's channel out so we can get her monetized ASAP, and check out my vlog channel. Until next time, friends, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye, guys.